Welcome back. So in this video lecture, we're going to explore another type of linear transformation in R2 that can be represented by an elementary matrix. So in this one, we're going to talk about horizontal and vertical expansions and contractions in R2. And we'll look at fixed points and do an example. So, as I said, there's going to be expansions. We're going to talk about expansions, and we're going to talk about contractions, and there's two different types of each. There's horizontal and there's vertical. So, let's look at the actual matrices first before we look at the pictures. So, for the horizontal expansions and contractions, what are we doing? So, because it's a horizontal expansion or contraction, what we're doing is we're scaling just the horizontal component of each vector. And we're scaling the horizontal component of each vector in the plane by the same amount. And scaling means multiplying it by a scalar. So the two basis vectors, the standard basis vectors, what's happening to those? So T of 1, 0 is going to be the vector we get by multiplying just the horizontal component, or the first component, by a scalar k. So it's going to be k, 0. For the second standard basis vector, we're doing the same thing. We're just multiplying the first component of the vector by the scalar k. Well, the first component is 0. So k times 0 is 0, and the second component doesn't change. So we're just multiplying the first component by the scalar. So that means that the standard matrix for that transformation, we just take the two image vectors and line them up as the columns. So the first column is k0, the second column is 0, 1. And then for a vertical expansion or contraction, we're going to do the same thing, but just to the vertical component. So in other words, let's look at the first standard basis vector. It's 1, 0. So the first component remains the same. So the first component stays 1, but the second component gets multiplied by the scalar k. Well, the second component is just 0. So k times 0 is 0. Now, the second basis vector has 0 in the first component, and that doesn't change. The first component is 0, but the second component gets multiplied by the scalar k. So this one, the image is 0k, so this one does change. So now we line these up as the columns of our standard matrix. So that's what the matrices look like for the horizontal expansion or contraction and the vertical expansion or contraction. So for the horizontal one, we're just changing the horizontal component of each vector by multiplying it by the same scalar, k. In the vertical, we are just changing the vertical component, or second component, of each vector by multiplying them by the same scalar, k. Now, let's look at the difference between an expansion and a contraction. So an expansion means that we're lengthening that horizontal component or that vertical component. So the scalar k is going to be greater than 1. By the way, k in all of these expansions and contractions, k is a positive number. So for expansions, k is going to be greater than 1. And for contractions, k is going to be between 0 and 1. Okay? So we're not including 0, we're not including 1, and we're not using any negative scalars. All right. So now let's look at all the differences. There's 4 different types, basically. So for a horizontal expansion, so that means the scalar k is greater than 1. We're just multiplying the first component of every single vector in the plane by that scalar k. So we're using the matrix, and we're multiplying any vector in the plane by that matrix. So v1, v2 goes to k times v1, v2. So what does that look like? here's the vector, v1, v2. If we multiply just the horizontal component by that scalar k, we are not changing the vertical component. We're not changing v2. So we're getting a scaling of just the horizontal component. So we're getting the vector k times v1 comma v2. So notice it has the same height, but the horizontal distance gets changed. So then let's look at what a contraction would do. So we start with a vector v1, v2, we multiply it by that matrix, and we get k times v1 comma v2, same as before, but this time k is less than 1. It's between 0 and 1, so we're shrinking just the horizontal component. So the new vector looks like this. So it has the same height, but the horizontal component is smaller. And the same thing for vertical expansions and contractions. So let's look at a vertical expansion. K is greater than 1. When we multiply v1, v2 by this matrix, we're just changing the vertical component. The horizontal component remains v1. The vertical component is changed to k times v2, where k is greater than 1. So the new vector is taller, but its horizontal component stays the same. So the new vector looks like that. And then similarly for contractions, vertical contractions, multiplying by that matrix, we get v1 k v2, and since k is less than 1, we're shrinking it vertically, but not changing it horizontally at all. So that's what the 4 basic types of expansions and contractions in R2 look like. Now notice that those matrices, if you look at those matrices, so the first matrix for the horizontal expansion or contraction is the rows are k0, 0, 1. So you can tell that's an elementary matrix. You can tell by looking at it that all you have to do to the identity matrix is multiply row 1 by the scalar k. Oops, sorry. So this is the elementary matrix that you get by multiplying k times row 1. And then the other one is the elementary matrix that you get by multiplying k times row 2. Multiplying the second row of the identity matrix by row 2. All right, let's do another example. So example 2 on your worksheet says that T is the linear transformation in R2 that's defined by T of the vector xy is the vector x over 4y. So this looks like what? A horizontal contraction, because k is 1/4. It's less than 1, and we're just multiplying the first component, the horizontal component, by k. So in part A, it says, describe the transformation geometrically and represent it graphically by an arbitrary vector in R2. So we could tell visually that it was probably a contraction, a horizontal contraction, but let's find the standard matrix. So we start with the 2 standard vectors, find their images. So the first one, 1, 0, goes to 1 over 4, 0. The second one doesn't change. 0, 1 goes to 0, 1. We write down the matrix. The 2 columns are the 2 image vectors. Then we can see here, if we couldn't tell before, we can see here that k is just 1/4. And we have a horizontal contraction. So let's visualize that geometrically for an arbitrary vector. So there's an arbitrary vector xy. And if we multiply x by 1/4, but we leave y alone, we get a vector that looks like that. Okay, so that's an example. Now let's look at part B. Part B says, let's find all fixed points of T. So if V1, V2 is a fixed point, then that means the image of V1, V2 has to be V1, V2. Well, that means that V1 over 4 V2 has to be V1, V2. And that gives us this equation. V1 over 4 is equal to V1. And if we get everything on one side, we can say 3/4 V1 has to be 0. I just subtracted V1 over 4 from both sides. And now we know we have a product of two real numbers. That product is equal to 0, so at least one of those real numbers had to be 0. Well, that just leaves us with V1 had to be 0 to begin with. So that means that all of our fixed points are just the vectors whose first component is 0. So that's the set 0, t, such that t is a real number. What does that set look like? Well, those are all the vectors that are sitting on the y-axis. All right, so those are some examples of contractions and expansions in R2, and we'll have more examples in some future videos. More examples of, we're going to look at shears, and we're going to look at combinations, how to combine some of these linear transformations. All right, see you soon.